What would you do for the person that you love the most? And how far would you go to keep them safe and protect them from danger? Come on, tell me. What is it? They say that true love isn't about what you say, but what you're willing to sacrifice when it feels like the world is against you. This kind of loyalty speaks volumes. It shows that love isn't just a feeling but an action in the steps we take to stand by each other. And about sticking by them in those tough times, being willing to fight alongside them, and always have their back, no matter what comes your way. This is a powerful reminder that loyalty can move mountains, and that no matter how high the walls are or impossible the odds can be, when you stand by those you love, anything is possible. Wentworth Miller portrays Michael Scofield, a brilliant structural engineer who devises an intricate plan to break his brother, Lincoln Burrows, out of Fox River State Penitentiary, after he is wrongfully convicted and sentenced to death. Sara Callies delivers a heartwarming performance as Dr. Sara Tancredi. She is the daughter of Illinois Governor Frank Tancredi, works as the prison doctor at Fox River State Penitentiary, later becoming the love interest of Michael Scofield. Lincoln Burrows portrays Dominic Purcell, the older brother of Michael Scofield and the father of Lincoln Burrows Jr. He is wrongfully convicted of murdering Terrence Stedman, the vice president's brother, a crime he did not commit, and is sentenced to death at Fox River State Penitentiary. Theodore Bagwell, also known as T-Bag, was brought to life by Robert Knepper, one of the most dangerous and feared inmates at Fox River State Penitentiary. Known for his manipulative, cunning, and sadistic nature, T-Bag is a master at playing mind games and exploiting others' weaknesses for his own gain. Amaury Nolasco fills the shoes of Fernando Sucre. His journey begins when he gets locked up at Fox River Prison for armed robbery while trying to raise money for an engagement ring for his girlfriend, Maricruz Delgado, whom he wishes to marry. He is serving a 10-year sentence, but hopes to be paroled in 18 months. He then meets his cellmate, Michael Scofield, who later becomes one of his closest allies. Rockmond Dunbar steps up as Benjamin Miles Franklin, also referred to as C-Note, an inmate at Fox River State Penitentiary, serving time for possession of stolen goods. He is a family man at heart, deeply devoted to his wife and daughter, which motivates many of his actions. C-Note becomes a crucial ally to Michael Scofield in the elaborate escape plan. He is a former corporal in the U.S. Army, and his military background and strategic thinking make him an invaluable member of the team. Wade Williams takes up the mantle of Brad Bellick. Although Bellick always dreamed of becoming a police officer, he ended up as the captain of the correctional officers at Fox River State Penitentiary. He is responsible for maintaining order and security within the prison. Bellick is notoriously known for his abusive treatment of inmates. He often belittles them, engages in physical violence, and participates in corrupt practices, such as selling cell privileges and work details to inmates. William Fichtner slips into the character of Alexander Mahone, an FBI special agent tasked with capturing the escaped prisoners from Fox River Penitentiary, particularly Michael Scofield and his brother Lincoln Burrows. Mahone is highly intelligent and analytical, often matching wits with Michael Scofield. He is known for his ability to think several steps ahead and anticipate the moves of his targets. Jodi Lynn O'Keefe fills the shoes of Gretchen Morgan, short for Gretchen Louise Morgan, a high-ranking operative for the company, a shadowy organization with vast influence and resources. She is resourceful, skilled in manipulation, and fiercely resilient. Gretchen is portrayed as a ruthless and cunning individual who will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. Peter Stormare brings forth the character of John Abruzzi, an inmate at Fox River Penitentiary, where he is serving a sentence for his involvement in organized crime. Abruzzi is a high-ranking member of the Chicago Mafia, often referred to as the godfather of the criminal underworld. His influence and connections within the prison and beyond make him a powerful figure. Abruzzi forms an alliance with Michael Scofield, agreeing to provide resources and support for the escape plan, in exchange for Michael's help in locating Otto Fibonacci, a witness who can exonerate him. Stacy Keach delivers a powerful performance as Henry Pope, the warden of Fox River Penitentiary, responsible for overseeing the day-to-day operations of the prison and ensuring the safety and security of both the inmates and the staff. Pope is portrayed as a fair and just warden, who genuinely cares about the well-being of the inmates and the integrity of the prison system. He believes in rehabilitation and treating inmates with respect and dignity. Marshal Allman transforms into L.J. Burrows, whose full name is Lincoln James Burrows, Jr. L.J. is the son of Lincoln Burrows and his ex-wife Lisa Ricks. Burrows Jr. is initially portrayed as a typical rebellious teenager, but is deeply affected by his father's wrongful imprisonment. He becomes a target of the company due to his connection to his father Lincoln. His mother and stepfather are murdered, and he is framed for the crimes, which further intensifies the stakes for Lincoln and Michael. Paul Edelstein takes over as Paul Kellerman, a Secret Service agent introduced as a high-ranking government official, working for a shadowy organization known as the Company. His assignment is to protect the conspiracy surrounding the framing of Lincoln Burrows for murder, which serves the company's larger agenda. Kellerman is a skilled and manipulative agent who is willing to employ extreme measures to achieve his objectives, including intimidation and violence. The late John Hurd perfectly crafted Frank Tancredi, the governor of Illinois and the father of Dr. Sara Tancredi. He is a morally upright man who values his position and is deeply invested in maintaining the integrity of the state's legal and correctional systems. Michael Rappaport assumes the persona of Don Self, a high-ranking agent working for the Department of Homeland Security. He is in charge of capturing the escaped prisoners from Sona Prison, also known as Sona Federal Penitentiary. As an agent, he is determined to bring them to justice and will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. Initially, Don Self appears to be an ally, but it's later revealed that he has his own agenda and is willing to betray the team to achieve them. Cress Williams takes up the mantle of Wyatt Mathewson, a former military veteran, professional assassin, FBI agent, and the highest-ranking operative of General Jonathan Krantz, the leader of the company. He is tasked with hunting down and eliminating Michael Scofield, Lincoln Burrows, and Sara Tancredi. Wyatt is a hitman who is cold and calculating, executing his missions with precision and little remorse. Robin Tunney plays the part of Veronica Donovan. Although she is a real estate lawyer and not a criminal lawyer, she uses her expertise to help her ex-boyfriend and childhood friend, Lincoln Burrows, clear his name of the crime he was framed for. In doing so, she discovers the company, a secret organization with great power and influence. She makes it her mission to take them down. Veronica is a highly intelligent and determined lawyer, deeply committed to justice, and is willing to go to great lengths to prove Lincoln's innocence. Frank Grillo transitions into Nick Savrin, a lawyer working for Project Justice, an organization dedicated to freeing wrongly convicted individuals. He becomes involved in Lincoln's case and collaborates with Veronica Donovan to gather evidence and expose the conspiracy involving high-ranking officials. Nick is deeply determined to see justice served. He is willing to go to great lengths to uncover the truth and expose the conspiracy that framed Lincoln. Inbar Lavi portrayed the character of Sheba, a strong, resourceful, and courageous friend of Benjamin Miles Franklin, who helps Lincoln Burrows to find Michael Scofield in Yemen. Sheba is a former activist and has deep roots in Yemen, where she runs an underground network to assist those oppressed by the country's conflict-ridden government. She exhibits fierce loyalty, standing by Lincoln and the team, even when faced with personal danger. Camille Gaudy fills the position of Maricruz Delgado Fernando, Sucre's girlfriend who eventually became his wife, and the mother of Lila Maria Sucre. Maricruz is portrayed as kind-hearted and loyal, deeply in love with Sucre, despite the challenges of his incarceration. She stands by Sucre's side following his escape, despite the danger that comes with associating with a fugitive. Reggie Lee personifies William Bill Kim, a Korean-American Secret Service agent assigned to President Caroline Reynolds, though he also has a connection to the company. He is tasked with pursuing the escaped prisoners from Fox River and ensuring that the organization's interests are protected. Bill Kim is highly intelligent and resourceful, but also a ruthless and determined agent who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. He is fiercely loyal to the company and carries out his missions with cold efficiency. Lane Garrison dons the role of David Apolskis, otherwise known as Tweener. Apolskis' great hands gave him a starting position on his middle school's football team. However, after being deemed academically ineligible, he found a better use for his talent in pickpocketing and when he tried to lift a wallet from an off-duty police officer, he was immediately apprehended. Tweener becomes one of the youngest inmates among the Fox River 8, known for his charisma and street-smart demeanor. Barbara Eve Harris commences as FBI agent Felicia Lang, an integral part of the FBI's task force aimed at capturing the Fox River 8, the convicts that notoriously broke out of the Fox River State Penitentiary. Lang is a competent and level-headed federal agent who is an expert in analyzing situations and gathering evidence, making her a formidable opponent to the fugitives. From the very beginning, she assists Alexander Mahone in various operations, including sting operations and tracking down the fugitives. Chris Vance performs as James Whistler, an Australian inmate in the Sona Federal Penitentiary, initially portrayed as tough and resourceful, making him both a target and an asset. Whistler is involved in a complex plot involving the Scylla card, a piece of file that contains information about operations and agents and a key to dismantling the company, a powerful covert organization. Robert Wisdom presents himself as Norman St. John, otherwise called Lechero, a powerful Panamanian drug kingpin and the unofficial leader of the inmates at Sona Prison, a self-governing penal institution in Panama. He is both respected and feared by the other inmates, which allows him to maintain control over his territory. Despite his criminal background, he displays moments of loyalty and friendship, particularly towards those who earn his trust. Mark Feuerstein enacts the role of Jacob Anton Ness. Initially, he is introduced as Sara Tancredi's husband and a seemingly loving stepfather to her son, Michael Scofield Jr., but is later revealed as a rogue high-ranking CIA operative. Jacob leads a criminal organization called 21 Void and has his own agenda, which often involves manipulating and blackmailing others to achieve his goals. Danae Garcia graces the screen as Sophia Lugo. She is the Panamanian girlfriend of Sona inmate James Whistler. Sophia is a strong and determined woman who actively seeks to uncover the truth behind Whistler's imprisonment and facilitates his escape. Lugo is determined and resourceful, risking her safety to assist Lincoln and Michael. She plays a crucial role in navigating the dangerous world of Sona and dealing with the company, a secret group of multinational corporate alliances known only by those who work for them or oppose them. Muse Watson was clearly expressed by Charles Westmoreland, an inmate at Fox River State Penitentiary, initially appearing as a quiet and reserved prisoner. He is rumored to be the infamous airplane hijacker D.B. Cooper, who allegedly stole $5 million in the 1970s, though Westmoreland initially denies the claim. Before dying, Westmoreland admits he is indeed D.B. Cooper and reveals that he buried his stolen $5 million in a silo in Tooele, Utah, and the revelation sets off a chase, with the escapees racing to find the money. It is revealed that Charles Westmoreland had been diagnosed with a terminal illness. Facing the reality of his mortality, Westmoreland wanted to spend his remaining days as a free man and have a chance to live out his final days with his daughter, whom he hopes to reconnect with. Silas Weir Mitchell brings the character of Charles Patoshik to life, an inmate at Fox River State Penitentiary, who later becomes part of the group of escapees known as the Fox River 8. He was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, with bipolar tendencies, and was committed to the psychiatric ward of Fox River, where he earned the nickname Haywire. Haywire is introduced as Michael Scofield's cellmate, after Michael's original cellmate, Sucre, is temporarily moved. Patoshik has a doctorate degree in mathematics from Harvard University, and his exceptional intellect, particularly his expertise in mathematics and patterns, allowed him to recognize the complex design and purpose of Michael Scofield's tattoos. Leon Russum immerses himself in the character of General Jonathan Krantz, otherwise known as the General, the shadowy and menacing leader of the company, a covert and extremely powerful organization. General Krantz oversees the company's operations, making him the mastermind responsible for ordering the framing of Lincoln Burrows. He is seen as emotionless and calculated, and is willing to sacrifice anyone who threatens the company or his authority. Patricia Wettig takes center stage as Caroline Reynolds. In the beginning, she is the Vice President of the United States, later becoming the President. Caroline Reynolds is deeply involved in the conspiracy against Lincoln Burrows, as she has personal and political ties to the company. She is manipulative and ambitious, and is willing to do whatever it takes to maintain her power and protect her interests. Matt DeCaro adopts the role of Roy Geary, He serves as a corrections officer at Fox River State Penitentiary and is known for his corrupt and abusive behavior towards inmates. He is involved in unethical conduct and various illicit activities within the prison system, including accepting bribes and engaging in inmate abuse. Geary's deceitfulness and thirst for money leads to his ultimate demise at the hands of Theodore Bagwell, who kills him over stolen money during a conflict. Danny McCarthy commandeered the role of Agent Daniel Hale, a Secret Service special agent working for the Department of Homeland Security, and the co-partner of Agent Paul Kellerman, who he met in the Army, becoming close friends. He works as part of the company's conspiracy to frame Lincoln Burrows and ensure his execution, playing a supporting role in the larger plot to cover up the involvement of Vice President Caroline Reynolds. Mac Brandt was orchestrated by Corrections Officer Mac Andrews, a straightforward and professional officer who generally follows orders and fulfills his duties without drawing significant attention to himself. As a corrections officer, Andrews is responsible for maintaining order within the prison and enforces rules and regulations, often interacting with inmates and other staff members. Christian Stolte brings forth Keith Stolte, a corrections officer at Fox River State Penitentiary. Behind his tough facade, Stolte shows a rare sense of compassion, aiding Lincoln Burrows during his final preparations for execution. Following the Fox River 8 escape, he remains at the prison reporting to Warden Henry Pope. Philip Edward Van Leer assumes the duties of Louis Patterson, a correctional officer who works alongside other guards like Brad Bellick and Roy Geary. He is more compassionate than most COs, particularly to Lincoln Burrows, and even allows Lincoln to see his son without handcuffs. Patterson is a loyal and competent officer who takes his job seriously and follows the rules unlike the other prison guards. Louis is married, but he has an affair with Warden Pope's secretary, Becky Gerber. Thank you for watching Prison Break Cast Then and Now video. If this nostalgic trip left you craving for more, show us some love with a thumbs up, and subscribe to get more of these Cast Where Are They Now videos. Until next time, keep your mind sharp and your plans even sharper. Nevertheless, escape is just a step away.